And we are live. Welcome, everybody. Don't have everybody out there yet, but if you're watching this on the playback, I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping in, checking it out. And my topic for tonight is Christians versus D&D. Myth or fact? It's just my opinion. But my opinion is that Christians play D&D. Um, I'm in a group of 11 people, and I know that probably half of them or so are Christians, and they play D&D. And there is a Christian group out there that goes to Gen Con and Origins, and they uh, they actually provide a Christian service on Sundays uh, at the con. I myself have never gone to it because Sundays I'm always trying to pack up and get out of there. But you can find them on Facebook, and you can find them, get email updates from them. So you can check that out. So hopefully my internet will stay up tonight. Been having some internet problems. So, but back to the topic at hand. Um, Christians do play D&D. Now, back in the 80s, I understand there was a big to do about Christians and saying that it was satanic and evil and whatnot. I get that, and I think that was just a few squeaky hinges, so to speak. That's just my opinion, also. I wasn't actually playing back then. I didn't start playing until 1987, 88, something like that. But I know people that did play earlier, and there was a stigma about that. And when I started playing, I was in the Marine Corps, and there wasn't really a stigma there. Everybody was a Marine that I played with, and there was no big deal there. So we were just trying to pass some time on our downtime. So it was just something to do, something fun. So that's why I started playing. I was always interested, but never really got into it until then. And I understand that there was a problem back in the 80s when that started. And I think that it was just, like I said, I think it was just a few people that were upset about it. And I do understand some of the reasons. I watched the video. The reason I'm doing this is because I watched the video about it. It was an older video, it's a couple years old, and he was talking about Christians and D&D and stuff like that. And I really I got some interesting ideas off of it, and I thought it was a, a good history lesson. He was talking about some people that had attempted suicide, and it came out that they played D&D, and so D&D had a bad stigma after that. So, but yeah, so it's one of those things, you get a stigma and it's hard to get away from. But now with 5e, a lot of people are playing, and with the fact that Christians are kind of quiet right now, it's not like it was back in the 80s. It's definitely a different time. So says I got one watching out there. Don't be afraid to jump in the side chat. Um, the the whole idea of fifth edition is to get more people involved in the game, I believe, and I think it's doing a good job of that. It's a much more streamlined. I play 3.5 a lot, and 3.5 is cumbersome but fun, I think, and it gets really involved and very technical sometimes. Where 5e is a little bit lighter on that, and you can jump in and go pretty quick. And I like that for con games. I enjoy 5e for cons and for one-offs or just something to do. But like I said, I think Christians don't have a problem with D&D anymore. Um, I mean, I'm sure there's probably some that do. Don't get me wrong. This is just my opinion. There are some people out there probably still have a problem with it. There are some people that don't like it or for whatever reason. But I, like I said, I'm a Christian and I have no problems with it. I raise my kids as Christians and they play, and I don't have a problem with that. So, but I think that the group that I game with, there are several people in there that are Christians and they don't have a problem with playing. We all enjoy it. We don't when we play we don't talk. Uh, we don't have theological discussions or anything like that, and we basically don't talk politics or anything outside of the realm of RPGs or movies. That's about as far as we get. We don't get too in depth when we're playing, just because there's not a lot of time for philosophical discussions when you're playing. You want to get in and play. We only game once a month, and time is limited, so you got to get in and get to the game. So, but if anybody has any opinions on this, go ahead and sound off down below in the comment sections or in the side chat if you're live right now. Like I said, Christians, I don't believe have a real problem with D&D anymore. And at one point in time, yes, there was a problem with a stigma of D&D, and I think that was lack of understanding on most people's part. They saw that, oh my, you're facing demons and things like that, and it's evil. But if you open your mind and take a look at it and you see what it really is and what it's all about, I think that that's what it is, and there's not a problem with that. You can, if you have an open mind, I think that you can go into this pretty well and see it's just a game, and that's the whole point. It's a game. It's something to have fun, and if you don't think it's a game, then you might have a problem. But most people know it's a game and they want to have fun, so that's what they do, and that's why I believe most Christians that don't have a problem with D&D, and there are quite a few Christians that play D&D and other games too. I mean, there's 40K, there's Beyond the Supernatural, stuff like that. Other games are out there, even the card games, not necessarily RPGs. I don't play those, but you know, that's that's my wheelhouse is D&D. So, but I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Uh, if you have any thoughts or comments, leave them down below, like I said. And so, gonna wrap this up. So, I don't have any questions in the side chat, but if you leave a comment below on the reruns, I will definitely answer you. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good game.